this is Ali Purdeli from cookie.com. Today I'm showing you how you can make two different types of button and the tint effect. We don't have them available in Muse in hand, but we can improvise simply by using widgets and the effects that already exist in Muse. And this is a simple process. Let's start. Well, let me publish the page to show you the ones that I already made. This is the first one, fading effect for the mouse over state, and the second one is the smooth transition between two images, and the third one is the tint effect. We don't have any of them in Muse in hand, and let's improvise. Let's start with a simple rectangle. For the first one, fading effect, and as always, turn off the stroke. This is what I do. Go to fill, image, import an image. This is gonna be the normal state of the button you will have. You have different types of states: normal, rollover, mouse down, and active. This is gonna be the normal state we have, and for the rollover state of the button, we are using a widget. Compositions, tooltip. We use a tooltip. When you import the tooltip, we have three controllers, and this part, well, I call it lightbox, and let's delete the content and two of these controllers. So now we only have one controller left and the lightbox, the content part. Let's turn off the corners, the rounded corners, and make it the same size as the image we have. And this controller is not a circle, this is a rectangle with rounded corners. If you make it larger, and turn off the corners, you have a perfect controller to place over the button you're making. Okay, let me tell you how it works. This is going to be the rollover state we're going to have. So let's make it black and go to text, import some text, like click to enlarge and change the color, change the font also. Okay, let's center the font, text, and well, now let's import the icon we have here. Place. This is the icon already made. Okay, well, right now I just made the rollover state. I just made the part that I'm going to use for the rollover state. This is still the tooltip we had, and all this lightbox is a rollover state we want for this button. And about this controller, okay, we put this controller over this at the lightbox state, over the lightbox state, and let's make it exactly the size of the button itself. And this is important to remember. You don't want to turn off the fill. Well, actually, we want to do something to turn this off because we don't want to see this, but we want to still use it. If you turn the fill color off, you will still be able to use this, but you can't move it if you want to modify the button later, because if I select it and if I move it, it moves only it moves the tooltip itself. It doesn't select the controller because you turned off the color and it's like nothing here. So let's undo this, and instead of turning the color off, let's go to the opacity value and let's put it to 0. Now when you select it, you can simply move this and edit what's behind it. Well, let's put it back. Okay, well actually I need to go to states, and I turn the opacity to 0 for the active state of this controller. I select the normal state and turn the opacity to 0 for normal state. Let's publish the page. Okay, as you can see, we have this cool fading effect when I roll over the button, and this is very useful for me. Okay, for the next part, for the image to image transition, we do the same process, but for the effect we have for the rollover state, we can't do it in Muse. We need to go to Photoshop. Let's first make the normal state. Go to stroke, turn off the stroke. This is a simple rectangle I just made. Select it, go to fill, image, select an image. Okay, this is a normal state. Let's import this image to Photoshop, and let's apply filter. Filter gallery, whatever you want, just something like this, and go to file, save for web, png, VO3, go back to Muse. Okay, now as I told you, we do the same process we did for the first one. We go to widget library, we go to compositions, tooltip, and we remove two of these circles, actually rectangles, and we remove the content here, put the light box over the normal state, the rectangle we made, make it the same size, and on round the corners, go to fill, image, and select the image we made in Photoshop. Okay, we need to change the fitting to scale to fill. Now let's do the same process we did for the controller. Move the controller over this and resize it, turn these off, and put the opacity to 0. Okay, again, let's go to states and put the opacity to 0 for the normal state. Now let's publish the page to see what we got. Okay, that's cool. Actually, I imported the wrong image. Let's click on it, select the image, go to fill, image. This is what I did in Photoshop. Show you. Let's put it back. Every time you want to edit the image on the rollover state, you need to move this controller, which is invisible, and select the rollover state, which is the light box of the widget, and edit it, or change the image and put the controller back. Now let's publish the page. You see, this is pretty cool. And for the last one, the tint effect, let's start with a simple rectangle. This one is really simple. Let's turn the stroke off, go to fill. This is the same process. Place the image, resize it to the size of the image, and go to the effects panel. Well, here we only have 4 effects available in Muse. We don't have tint, but if you go to glow, turn it on, put it on inner glow, and put the blur value to 250, because you can make it more than this. This is the maximum value you can give to the blur. And now you can use it as a tint. can simply select the color and it gives you the tint effect. This is very useful. Okay, let's turn it to a button. Let's go to normal estate and let's go to the effects panel again. Let's put the opacity to 0. Go to rollover estate and put the opacity back to 50 and publish the page. Okay, this is it. This is the tint effect. I hope you can find this method and all these methods useful to make your website, and thank you for watching this video.